Well, good day, viewers, again. Here I am at my son's place. And we have some high cloud today, but it's sunny. And there's the greenery, and there's the Fiona pile of wood, and there we go. Look at them knotweed, or whatever they are, things growing. I chewed them all down about less than 2 weeks ago. I think they grow pretty near 6 inches a day. Anyway, today, what are we going to do today? I might have mentioned it earlier. I gotta go and get another pile of brush. It's down there, if you can see it or not, in between the little bush on the right and the big tree on the left. There's a pile of brush in there. Somehow I missed that yesterday. I was supposed to take that too. I knew there was 2 piles, but I thought they were both out in the backyard. So I only seen 1 pile, so I thought, well, maybe she gathered them up into the 2 piles into 1 pile, and that's what I did. I took the 1 pile. So there you go. I got to get Grunt out again, and I'll take that over into the woods. Now, I won't bother showing you that because you've already seen all that. So that's just what I'm going to do. I am hoping today, maybe. No, I'm pretty sure I will. I'm going to try and fit these pieces of angle iron into the trailer here and get that ready. It'll be another little step ahead. So I gotta take the grinder and cut those studs off of there, both sides, and then I'm gonna measure and I'll make the same cut that's there now. It'll just be shorter. Down about around here somewhere, so that it fits in like that side over there. It fits in on top of that little shelf here. So hoping to, I'll have to do some thinking on that, but this edge here, I'm hoping to weld it to this one and to that one, so I might make little cuts here, little V's in that, and then that way it'll get welded to here and to here, and then weld down the side a little bit here in each one, and that should do. Anyway, it shouldn't take too long to do that. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to do some wood cutting, I think. First I got to drink my coffee, and that's that. So I'll get back to you after a little bit. Look at that, see? Tim Hortons coffee. Boys, oh boys. Lawnmowers are going today, you can hear them. Well, like I say, there's lots of high cloud today, but the sun is still coming through. The sun may not be as strong that way. So there you go. I like Dale, or in the backyard with Dale. He had a great idea there that he got. He, instead of using a tarp over his wood splitter to keep the sun off of him, he found that it was still too hot. So he got a screen, I guess you would call it, and put that over the frame of the metal frame of the little shelter, and took off the tarp And he says that works great. It cuts down probably 60 to 70% of the sun and gives you airflow. So that's a good idea. That I like that. Things people come up with. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's enough babbling for now. I'll get back to the babbling later. Well, there you go. I kind of got sidetracked and didn't get to this yet. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I got that pile gone down there. It was my sister-in-law told me that it was a smaller pile than the other one, but it seemed to be bigger. But it had an awful lot of little pieces in it, so it was a lot more work to get on the trailer, and well, not quite as much to get off. But anyway, I had to tie it down on the trailer. So then when I came back, I decided I'd move all this wood that was here, that was out of there. So I got, of course, that's something that has to be done, so that's what I did. Of course, that takes away from the other thing you were going to do. Anyway, that's something done anyway. So I've got the trailer up here, and I've got Grunt up here. I'm going to put Grunt away here a little while. Well, Grunt's a great old tractor. Like I said yesterday, I started to say, I guess it's a dandy for the woods. It's got all kinds of pulling power, and low range, it just creeps along and got all kinds of pulling power. And with the tires that are on it, she's got pretty good traction. I do have a set of weights for it on another Ford tractor that doesn't run anymore. So I'm thinking about taking the weights off of it and putting them on the rear wheels on Grunt. They're already painted blue, so that'll fit up nicely. I can't remember how much they weigh. I don't know, maybe 25 pounds, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, not a whole lot, but it does help. So yeah, the trailer was packed up today. It was probably 2 feet above the top of the rails there on there. So I took that long rope that I used the other day and wrapped it around and got it all secured down. And I put all that stuff in on me on the brush fence, and when I was there I could hear something going on in the little building that I kind of showed you there yesterday. Anyway, there was somebody in there actually, but they didn't come out, thankfully. Now, all that wood I put there, I didn't know where I was going to put it, and that's where it ended up. So some of it could still be used for something. These three here are the worst ones. There's one there that could be cut and probably part of it used. And then I've got the short boards. And the short boards over here. So we've got maybe 6 10-footers that aren't too bad, and then there's 3 10-footers that are two of them are no good, and one of them might have some good in it. And then there's the 2x6s there that are still pretty good, and then some of the short pieces. So I figured I'd put them there, might use them for something. Some of it is going to go to repurpose, let's put it that way. Now, the old trailer, I might as well tell you about that. Boy, that was a dandy old trailer, that. Bought that years and years and years and years and years ago. Probably, yeah, holy cats, probably 30 years ago. And we hauled all kinds of stuff, my son and I. it's 4x8. It was built by a fellow that I know. People used to be into building trailers and selling them, but they don't do that anymore. One, because there's no money in it. Two, you probably can't get it registered. And the axle seems to be broke. Yeah. Anyway, then she's, this was always used to be fun here. This is how, that's how the tailgate closes. Get in here. So you just, seat up now. Anyway, you spin that off and lift that up on both sides, and then she falls down. But it was always a game with me and my son. I'd always come to this side because that's the driver's side of the car. He'd go to that side, and we'd see who was the fastest to get that open. I always won for some reason. Anyway, she was a good built old trailer. But rusted out now. If you had some time, it could be fixed up. We still have the registration for it. But she needs an axle, and she needs fenders, and she needs a floor probably, and she needs some framework up around the front here. The front is probably rusted out. See down there. But at the time it was a dandy. 4x8. Of course, a lot of the tractors I have now, I couldn't get them on there because they're too big. If they have any kind of an attachment on them. Anyway, there we go, wasting more time. Rambling and babbling. So I'm going to see if I can get at the fitting of the metal here. I don't even know what time it is. Quarter after 11. And it's now 29 degrees Celsius. 38 degrees humidex Celsius. So we're looking at 83 Fahrenheit and 100 degrees in the humidex. So it's getting kind of warm now. Let's see what I can do here with this metal. I'll probably shut this off for a little bit so I can get myself set up. Alright, we're going to get started here. I got things marked. I got to get this off of here. I'm going to cut on this side of the line. And I'm going to take basically one width of the blade off of this end, so this will be a little closer in. Now we're going to cut this off. Now I come up with a super genius idea. I'm thinking about putting that right here. Get my finger in here, yeah. That's where I was thinking about going across. So then I thought, well, maybe if I slice this across here a little bit, I could then slide it up on top of this one. That way I could weld across here and then across down here a bit. And then I guess, I don't know why I do this, thinking it just makes more work. Then down here, depending on where I put this, if it's on this side or that side, I'd weld a piece of flat bar from here across to here, say. And then I could do the same thing. I could slot that other one and slide it in and then weld it to this angle piece. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. I'm going to set you up somewhere to see if you can see anything. And we'll get at it here. camera holding thing the other day, so I don't know if it's going to work today. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oops. Sorry about the moving around. There, that might work. You'll get to see a little bit there anyway. Alright, here we go. Just got to get a pair of pliers to get that little tiny piece out of there. It's a sharp little fella. That will go through the tire nicely. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That would just love a tire, wouldn't it? All right. Now we'll see if that'll fit in there, and then we'll go from there. I got to do another little cut to make it fit, I guess. Same as what's here. So I still need the pliers, but that little piece is hot now. All right, we'll see if it fits maybe. Oh, that fits great. So let's see if I can show you what I was thinking. I shouldn't be thinking, you know. That's sometimes hurt when you think. And there she fits in there. There she fits in there. So what I was thinking was I'd have to clean all this stuff up here yet. I mean, welded anyway. So that'll all have to be cleaned off and ground up. I may have to take a little more off of there, make it sit flat here, from here to here. And what I was thinking was if I took a notch, cut out a bit along there, see, then I could take this piece and slide it up onto here. Then I'd have this about across there like that. So we'll see what happens about that. That's something for another day. Anyway, it's going to work out. Even if I don't do that, that's going to work. I say I still have to take a bit more off of that. Right there. Because this right now, this is a little higher than that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. See, we could weld it along here once we get this down flat, and then weld it here, and then weld it there. So yeah, well, we'll see. All right, so I think that's going to be good for now. I'll touch it off there. Just get the idea of what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to cut wood or not now. I think I'll probably go home and have some din. And I got to cut my own grass this afternoon anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow here to do more. I'll probably do a bit of grass cutting tomorrow because there's a picture taken down picture taking day down there tomorrow, so I don't know where they're going to take the pictures, but I'll see if I can find out. Maybe tidy the grass up a bit. And I've got to cut my grass at home, and then today, so tomorrow's maybe grass cutting and some wood cutting, and maybe some more metal cutting. I'll see what my son thinks of that idea this evening. He is smarter than I am, so we'll see what he thinks of that idea. Back here I'd have to, like I say, I'd have to weld in some flat bar somewhere in order for that to work. So, alright, I'll leave you here with the green again, and the Hurricane Fiona woodpile, the green and the blue. Alright, have a good day wherever you're at, and whatever you're doing. Goodbye now. So, of course, I have to add something to it, don't I? Anyway, I got them fitted in, so that's in there, and that's in over there, and then this one is in down here. It fits so good, I'm kind of thinking I should find another one if I can for in the middle. And I'm not sure about moving them ahead so that they're up to about there. Slice that a little bit there and just slide it ahead. Anyway, we'll see. So goodbye again.